for, first of all, our next user group, which will be in August, as you can see here, August 22nd. And we've talked about advanced workflow before in previous user groups, but what we're going to do in this upcoming user group is Justin and Megan are going to dive into a couple of the advanced workflows that they find particularly interesting and useful, and show you how to build those, answer your questions on that, and take you through a couple of examples that they find particularly insightful. In addition to that, earlier this summer, in July, we're going to have a webinar on demand generation myths, and we're going to debunk 3 of those demand generation myths and give you solutions for replacing those defunct advices, or the defunct advice that you may have received about those particular aspects. And then, so the registration for those 2 events can be found in those resources. And not found in those resources, but keep an eye out. And if you are not on our events list, or if you think this would interest members of your team who aren't on our events list, please have them email me at marketing@techadv.com, and I will get them on our events list. Oh, somebody is angry. We are going to be having a series of webinars on CRM security. We'll start with kind of general stuff, and we'll get into a little bit more specifics. So just wanted to put that on your radar. We're still hashing that out, but keep an eye out for that coming up.
I'm ready.
All right, Megan's ready.
Okay, so correct new releases slides. The Spring 18/8.0 release came out in April. Yes, end of April. We did an entire user group about this at our last user group session, so just a couple quick highlights. Really the biggest feature change here is the data privacy and GDPR features. And then also, if you are not a Sugar On Demand or Sugar Cloud customer, this is your chance to get all of the new features that have come out in the last 3 demand releases. So Sugar has upgraded just about everyone who's hosted on demand at this point. But if you are not hosted on demand, this is definitely something you should be talking to your team about, upgrading to 8.0 and getting access to all of the latest features. I've got the link here, and I'm sure Deneen will include it in her email to review that user group if you missed that one and would like to go back and get that information.
And you can also find any of these videos, you'll also find on the videos page of our website.
Good to know. Anytime Sugar has a new release, there's a whole bunch of supporting releases that come with it for all of the different plugins and add-ons. So mobile SDK, Outlook plugin, Notes plugin, Customer Journey, and Marketo connector all had supporting releases to go along with 8.0. No new features necessarily in any of those releases, just support for the latest release. And I do want to highlight for those who are Outlook users, the Outlook plugin does need to be upgraded for use with 8.0. So if you are upgrading to 8.0, make sure that your users are also updating their Outlook plugin, or it's going to stop working when your Sugar is upgraded. And then one other release, this is also a supporting release, but had a couple of new features in it, which is Hint. Hint 4.0 and 4.01 have been released with a couple of new additional features for Hint. One of them is kind of introducing your users to Hint, so a pop-up in-app tour on the login screen that just tells people about what Hint is and what it can do. So kind of built-in training for your users on what to do with Hint. And the other big change here is the ability for administrators to configure the Hint dashboards. This is something that Justin and I have been talking about as a frustration with Hint for a while, so we're really excited that this is now something that they've put in our hands as Sugar administrators, that we can change what fields are on that dashboard, and if we want to include any of our Sugar fields on that dashboard, we can.
In May, we had our Chicago Sugar Workshop, normally held at the Park Ridge Country Club. This year was the first year we've held it here at the Offices of Technology Advisors, and we increased it to be a 3-day event. The first day we held one-on-one meetings with anyone who wanted to come in and talk about anything they wanted to talk about. So we had people come in and talk about what their future plans are. Some come in and just get some free admin or end user training on specific things they wanted to see. The next day we had kind of our workshop where we had presentations from a bunch of different groups: CollabSpot, Acton, ExpertDoc, formerly Expirido, 3C Logic Phone Integration, as well as IT Sapiens, which provides advanced reporting. And we had a customer presenting some of what they do on IT Sapiens. We also presented the new features of Sugar, and Sugar came in and presented their roadmap. And our president, Sam Biardo, did a very nice 1-hour presentation on everything GDPR. And a bunch of other presentations as well. And then the third day was training crafted for the attendees. Whatever people wanted to see, we did training on. We did a lot of advanced workflow training as well as some admin and simple end user things for reporting and dashboards. So it was a very nice, very free workshop anyone can come to, so make plans to attend our next one.